When I picture Civil War in my mind, I see images of blue and gray armies squaring off against one another on the battlefield. I recently asked some millennials, when they picture Civil War in their minds, describe it to me. And their answer kind of surprised me, although I agree with them 100%. The millennials said, we're at Civil War right now. They watched Hillary Clinton skate on all her crimes. They watched the DOJ and FBI perpetrate the Russia hoax without consequence. They watched the 2020 Summer of Love explode on their TVs every evening. They watched the 2020 election stolen right in front of their eyes. And they're now watching Biden's invading army pouring across our border every day, murdering, raping, and being put ahead of Americans in every fashion. And they're watching the persecution of President Trump. I reflected on their answer and put together some common threads. It's been the Democrats throughout our history that have violently rebelled against America as founded. And constitutional amendments have followed each time we put them down. The Civil War of 1860, over 500,000 lives lost, and 3 constitutional amendments resulted from it. The civil rights unrest of the 1960s was perpetrated by Democrats who didn't want to let go of Jim Crow, discrimination, and segregation. It resulted in hundreds of lives destroyed and hundreds of millions of dollars in damages. And still some constitutional amendments followed that. The progressive left's Civil War of the 21st century is being waged to fundamentally transform America into this socialist utopia they see in their heads, complete with their FBI thugs as enforcers, BLM and Antifa mercenaries to plunder, and their army of illegals pouring across the border to pillage the United States. Should righteousness prevail, and I pray it will, a few more constitutional amendments need to follow. Term limits. Let's end these corrupt career politicians' reign for good. And then a couple of more amendments to trip up the Senate two-step and to finally do something about these rogue activist judges.